What up? How y'all doing? I'm Dominic Maybank. Been a professional musician since the age of 18. Been playing bass, started bass when I was 14 years old. Started touring at 18 until I was like 48, 49 years old. And I moved to Florida from New York about 7, 8 years ago. That's when I retired from music, once I moved to Florida. Played with a lot of big names. Don't have the time to name everybody or name drop. But I'm here with a free lesson for intermediate bass players and beginning bass players, and maybe some pro guys can use what I'm about to share. When I play, I use scales, I use arpeggios, I use triads, and I use what you call pentatonic. So I'm going to go over some pentatonic ideas, okay? We're going to start, and I'm actually going to try to fit 2 lessons in the same video. So this first lesson is about pentatonics, all right? So we're going to be in the key of A flat, and I'm teaching this because I don't want to use too much space on my phone. So I've got to go through this quick. So A flat pentatonic. Basically whole steps. Next string, whole step. That's the 5th. So remember, the past lesson I taught the number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do re mi la sol la ti do. So you got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. So that's octave. Low, high. A flat. And I don't have time to call out every note that I'm hitting because if you're a professional bass player, we do not play that way, where we are conscious of every note we're hitting. So if I'm doing a bass line, A, and you trying to, be conscious of the notes, it's too much. You'll bug out. So we play using shapes and intervals, all right? Like whole step. On the next string, whole step, or a half step. So everything is whole steps, half steps, and we use that to see shapes in our mind, and we use muscle memory to get around instead of always being conscious of what note we're playing. All right. So back to that A flat pentatonic. Got the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Back to the 1, but the octave. Low, high, same note, A flat. So, right? So, and then that's the octave. So that's 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Do that one more time. So once you get that pattern down, pentatonics, and you get good at it, there's so many different ways to do it. I can do it so many different ways, probably 50 different ways. But once you get that down, you basically really don't need anything else in music. So you got your major pentatonic, and you got your minor pentatonic. So your major pentatonic or your major scales or whatever is soft, is happy, happy. Your minor pentatonic is angry. Different attitude. So it's angry, it's harder, and when most people play funk, they're focusing on your minor pentatonic or your minor scales or whatever. And you play that with more feeling because it's angry, it's hard, like. Then you got your major, happy. See, I don't have the same face, so. Minor. That's the funk face. All right. So I'm gonna go over that major pentatonic one more time. And like I say, there's many different ways to play it once you get it down. And once you get it down, you can combine it with scales. So let me show you. All right, so I got a cheesy beat set up on my computer, and I'm gonna play a pentatonic. I'm gonna mix the patterns up a little bit while this beat is playing. All right, here we go. Steps in the bass line. So the way I do the pentatonic, I came up in the Bronx where I was the weird kid carrying the bass guitar in the Bronx, 169th Street, Washington, Webster Avenue. So I had to fight a lot. So it's like a Bruce Lee type of fighting style where you don't know what you're gonna do. So you're open to, you're going in one direction and then you just switch, go in another direction. Like, so I'm descending, and then all of a sudden I can start ascending. And then go into scales. So you can change on a whim, just total spontaneity. All right. And then your minor. So no riffs that I do when I put out videos or whatever, no riffs or scales or whatever is pre-planned. Everything is spontaneous because I know my theory. I just know bass, so nothing is planned. Once you know enough of theory, you can just create off a whim and just totally be spontaneous. All right. So let's do pentatonic in a minor mode. All right, here we go. Just change direction, change the pattern, just on a whim like that. All right. So if I'm doing a bass line, and I start going into fast runs, that's called 30-second note bursts. So if you're a bass player, you should learn drum music, learn how to read notes, like especially when it comes to time, know what a quarter note is, know what a whole note is, know what a half note is, what an eighth note is, what a 16th note is, 32nd note, 64 note. So quick lesson on that. So you got a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So every beat is on the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's rest for the other beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So your quarter note is you hit on every count. 1, 2, oh no, half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every other beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So then you got your quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on every beat, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got your 8 notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. right? And then you got your 16 notes. But you should learn beats. So when you're playing and you're counting, got a message, excuse me. So when you're playing and you're counting, you can count. So those are 30-second note bursts, basically. So that's just a quick overview on that. All right, so hope you can use that. Next lesson I want to do is, you see a lot of bass players playing chords, and they're doing 3-note chords, right? So those are 3-note chords. I try to avoid that, and I use 2-note chords because, you know, this is how I do. You don't have to go by what I say. But 2-note chords, I can move a lot faster around the neck. So. So I do 2-note chords, I can move them a lot faster, so. All right, that's it. Hope y'all can use that. Peace.